Good morning. I am Parviz Ansari, the new Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at SIUE. Thank you for joining us today for Chancellor Julie Furst-Bowe's annual address to the university and the community. We are joined today by a number of special guests. We are honored to be joined by longtime supporters of SIUE, alumni and dignitaries from the community. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until the introductions are concluded. We will begin with our president, Dr. Randy Don. The next is Mitch Moorcraft, SIU's student trustee. Also the SIUE Faculty Senate President Tom Foster, Staff Senate President John Coppert, and Student Senate President Nasser Al-Masri. Distinguished community leaders in attendance include the Honorable Robert Jackstad, Mayor of Village of Glen Carbon, Mr. Timothy Haar, on behalf of Mayor of Edwardsville, the Honorable Hal Patton. We also welcome members of the Executive Committee of the Leadership Council of Southwestern Illinois, Mr. Bruce Holland and Mr. David Oates. Please welcome members of the Alumni Board who are here today. Also, welcome Mr. Mike Wenzel, President of the Foundation Board, and Mr. Mark Wanheimer, representing University Park Board. Please join me now in thanking all of these distinguished guests and welcoming them to our campus. It is now my great honor to introduce Dr. Julie Furst-Bowe, the 8th Chancellor of Southern Illinois University Edwardsville. Dr. Furst-Bowe joined SIU in 2012 after successful service at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. She was Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs. Dr. Furst-Bowe is a nationally and internationally recognized leader in higher education for her work in systems thinking, quality improvement, and STEM education. She has published several articles and edited books on these topics. She also has served as a Fulbright scholar and shared her experience with international educators in 16 countries. Dr. Furst-Bowe recently received a prestigious appointment by the U.S. Secretary of Commerce of the Board of Overseers for Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, and she's also a founding member of the National Consortium of Continuous Improvement in Higher Education. Dr. Furst-Bowe brings these commitments to her leadership of our university. Dr. Furst-Bowe is also active in our community and region. She is a member of St. Louis Civic Progress, Innovate St. Louis, the Executive Committee of the Leadership Council of Southwestern Illinois, and the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois. She also serves on the boards of directors of Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, the Hospital Sisters Health System, and SIUE's University Park. Dr. Furst-Bowe has brought her expertise and energy to SIUE and worked to advance SIUE's mission and vision. I am very honored to have the opportunity to work with her and to support her leadership for SIUE. Please join me in welcoming our leader, Chancellor Julie Furst-Bowe, for her annual address.
Well, good morning, and welcome to all of the faculty members, staff members, students, and community leaders who have joined us today. This is my 3rd annual fall address to the campus and community, and there is so much good news to share. So during the next 3 hours, no, just kidding, next half an hour, I will be reviewing accomplishments from the past year, and also outlining some of our key challenges and initiatives that we have planned for the upcoming months. I would like to begin by showing a short roll of highlights from the past year.
Back. She's got it! First time in school history.
As you can see, last year was a very busy year. And looking at the snow, I do have an announcement to make. With the Chancellor from Wisconsin and a new provost from New Jersey, we're not canceling school this year. So buy your coats and boots now. I'll just begin by sharing 5 major points of pride. The first is that the U.S. News World Report lists SIUE among the best regional Midwest universities for the 11th consecutive year. This year, we were also included in a very short list of up-and-coming universities in the Midwest. Second, for the first time, SIUE has climbed into Washington Monthly's top 40 for master's universities in the nation. SIUE is first among all master's institutions in the state in this prestigious ranking. Third, the Corporation for National and Community Service has named SIUE to the annual President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll for the 4th consecutive year. Fourth, Victory Media, the premier media entity for military personnel transitioning into civilian life, has named SIUE a military-friendly school for the 5th consecutive year. And finally, our student athletes have achieved 16 consecutive semesters with a cumulative GPA better than 3.0. And in our second year of full NCAA Division I status, our softball team won the Ohio Valley Conference Championship. I told Coach Montgomery I was going to embarrass her this morning, but it's all good. As you saw from the introduction, we have new leadership within the Academic Affairs Division. Dr. Parviz Ansari is our new provost. He comes to us from Rowan University in New Jersey. He and his staff have been busy working with our colleges and schools to develop new interdisciplinary programs to meet the needs of students and employers and to help facilitate student success. During the past year, we've had 4 new programs approved: a bachelor's degree in nutrition, a master's degree in college student personnel administration, a DNP specialization in nurse anesthesia, and a PharmD specialization in pediatrics. And we have many other new programs in various stages of development. So over the next 12 months, we hope to take several additional bachelor's and master's degree programs through the formal approval process. We're in the second year of implementing the Lincoln program, which is our new general education program for undergraduate students. We're working very hard to not only implement, but to assess the student outcomes associated with that program. Our faculty have been extremely busy over the past year with research, grants, and scholarship. Our faculty have authored 101 book chapters and authored 19 books in the past year. They've received 185 external awards totaling $35 million. They've authored 283 journal articles and presented more than 1,000 professional presentations at conferences. They've received 84 research awards totaling more than $5 million. Yeah. Extremely impressive numbers for a faculty our size. Our ITS has been very busy integrating technology into programs and services. We're currently piloting a program where faculty use open educational resources and mini iPads. We've implemented a new campus room scheduling system. We've implemented a new retention and advising system. And thank goodness, we've implemented a new emergency alert system. Over the past year, we've added 49 new technology-enhanced classrooms and added or replaced 500 wireless access points. We're continuing to expand online education. We now have fully online degree programs in nursing, instructional technology, physical education, and sport pedagogy. Over the past year, we funded 9 grants to develop new online programs. As you can see, over the past 12 months, we've had a 36% increase in the number of online courses offered and a 56% increase in the students enrolled online. For the first time, we'll be piloting a January session comprised entirely of online courses. Our Excellence in Undergraduate Education Awards program continues. Last year, awards were funded in areas including innovative pedagogies, including virtual learning environments, opportunities for experiential learning, including study abroad, and creating and updating digital content for online and hybrid courses. This last initiative is very important as we begin the transition into the use of ebooks across the campus. The New Reality Project, which was started last year, continues. We had multiple work teams making recommendations in various areas, recommendations involving improving credit transfer, expanding the honors curriculum, developing student services for online students, expanding supplemental instruction, and creating a center for faculty development. Provost Ansari and his staff will continue work on the New Reality Project, and you'll be hearing more about it in the next few weeks. As you know, SIUE is accredited by the Higher Learning Commission and is a longtime participant in the Academic Quality Improvement Program. Last year, we had a site visit in March, where we had a site visit team come and verify that we were meeting all of the accreditation criteria. They did indeed conclude that we were meeting the criteria and we are eligible for reaffirmation this current year. The We Are One campaign continues, and we're making great strides in campus diversity. Our student population is now comprised of nearly 25% minority and international students. For the first time, we received the Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award from Insight into Diversity. We've increased our score on the LGBT-Friendly Campus Climate Index for the second consecutive year, and we're opening a new multicultural center, and you'll hear more about that in the next few weeks. Our East St. Louis Center continues to serve 2,000 area families. More than 1,500 children are served by our Head Start and Early Head Start programs. Hundreds of high school students are served by our Upward Bound and Latchkey Project Success programs. And we serve more than 300,000 meals to the East St. Louis community each year through our food program. Under the leadership of our School of Education, our East St. Louis Charter High School continues to flourish. For the past 3 years, they've had a 99% graduation rate. 100% of the class of 2015 has improved their ACT scores. The class of 2014 received more than $200,000 in college scholarships. And in January, we implemented a new dual enrollment program where seniors from the charter high school come to campus and take freshman courses. We've been working to increase our international student enrollment as well, and you can see this fall we had an increase of about 100 international students from countries around the globe. Other activities in international education over the past year include 133 students studying abroad. We signed agreements with international universities around the globe. The photo is me signing an agreement at a university in Beijing. In January, we'll be beginning an English as a second language program. We're now accepting students into that program. This year, to emphasize and honor our commitment to diversity and the progress that we continue to make, SIUE has developed a new award, the Champion for Diversity Award. This award will be given today for the first time and will be given annually during the Chancellor's address. Our first recipient of the Chancellor for the Champion for Diversity Award is Dr. Denise Brown, Associate Professor and a member of the Psychology Department. In her classroom and in her interaction with others on campus, Dr. Brown provides the campus and the community with the tools to think inclusively. She has led multiple peer-reviewed research publications with a focus on multiculturalism. Dr. Brown models the mission, vision, and values of our community and of our We Are One initiative. Congratulations, Dr. Brown. Thank you. We continue to experience a lot of physical growth on the campus as well. During the past 12 months, we've opened a new multidisciplinary lab in our School of Dental Medicine. We've opened a new engineering annex to support our growing engineering student population. We've completed the Lucas Annex in addition to the Vidalabine Center. We recently opened up a new and expanded Union Station. It's right down the hall. You should check it out. We have the biggest beef jerky selection in the country. No kidding. We did a lot of work on the roads this summer, and I think everyone is pretty pleased with the way the North Circle Drive intersection turned out. Yeah, really. We continue our efforts in campus sustainability. We were recognized as a STARS Bronze institution for our accomplishments. We received a LEED Gold certification for the Art and Design building expansion. We've expanded the bike network and the bike share program, and we've launched the Zip Car program. So students don't have to have a car when they come to campus. They can rent one out through the Zip Car program. And we just finished our first year with our first Faculty Sustainability Fellow, and she'll be continuing her work for the next 2 years. In the area of the foundation and advancement, we also made several strides. Rachel Stack was hired as our new Vice Chancellor for Advancement. Rachel comes to us from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Rachel and the deans launched several high-impact campaigns in July, and the percentage of faculty and staff who now contribute to SIUE tops 30%, and I really want to thank everyone for their generosity. Our endowment has grown to more than 20 million, and we had 400 more gifts last year than in the previous year. Our foundation is currently providing about $600,000 in scholarships each year. The Alumni Services area was also very busy. They hosted 35 events with nearly 1,800 attendees. One of our signature events was an alumni event held with Carbondale, featuring alumni and administrators from both campuses, President Dunn, and our Board of Trustees. In its second year, our Cougars on the Move program traveled to Washington, D.C., where we met with a large number of alumni who are living and working in the D.C. area, and they all had great things to say about their SIUE education. By the end of the current fiscal year, we will have more than 100,000 Cougar alumni. So we certainly have a lot that we can be proud of, but we also have some major challenges as we look at the months ahead. Not surprisingly, our first challenge is the budget. Our total budget for the current year is about $270 million. As you can see, the amount of state funding continues to decline. It really hasn't changed much at all for the last 3 or 4 years. To put this in a more historical context, we can compare back to about a dozen years ago, when the state appropriation was more than 71% of the budget. Now it's less than 40, or about 40%. Back about a dozen years ago, for every student tuition dollar paid, the state paid $2.52. Now, the state is contributing 67 cents. In this budget environment, it's tempting to say, wow, we really shouldn't or can't afford to invest in new initiatives. But through the fine work of the University Planning and Budget Committee, we were able to allocate and reallocate funds for new initiatives, including the utilities, operations, and maintenance cost for all of our new buildings, program development, new, expanded, or online, particularly in our School of Engineering, which is at a record enrollment. We're also able to fund selected recruitment and retention initiatives, such as increased student scholarships, our Summer Success Program for at-risk students. I wish I could be more optimistic about the fiscal outlook, but the indicators we have right now are not very positive. We have a tuition freeze for the current year, and this will continue as students continue in the guaranteed tuition program. Our cash flow situation continues. We have been almost fully reimbursed for the fiscal year that ended in June, but we have received no funding for the current fiscal year. As you know, our pension situation remains unresolved, and we'll make every effort to provide you with information when it becomes available. We're also subject to an increasing number of unfunded state and federal mandates on issues ranging from banning smoking on all state campuses to preventing sexual assaults on campuses nationwide. We will need to continue cost-cutting measures in all areas, and I do appreciate all of the work that's been done in previous years. We also have the potential for another budget decrease in the middle of the year. Again, we don't know if that will happen. If it does, we'll certainly provide as much communication as we can. So as you can see, it's absolutely critical for us to maintain our healthy enrollments. And this year, after 2 years of enrollment decline, I think things have turned around in a very positive way. We have a record number of new freshmen, an increased number of new transfer students, new graduate students, new international students. Our full-time students have increased, our online students have increased. What does our student population look like? Just at a glance, again, you'll be seeing a record number of new freshmen on campus. We also have record enrollment in our schools of engineering, nursing, and pharmacy. You'll see better prepared freshmen on campus. The average freshman ACT is 23.5, which is the highest in our history. About 80% of our students are undergraduate, and about 20% are at the graduate or professional level. As a campus, we all work together to welcome all of our new freshmen, transfer students, graduate students, and new international students a few weeks ago. I'd like to show a brief welcome video which was shown during the SIUE experience.
This is the start of something big. What defines you? How will you make your mark here? This is the start.
And what does that mean?
Welcome to SIUE. Welcome.
Welcome.
Nice place.
Grab a tray.
21, 22.
Reach a little higher.
Get growing. Get smart.
Stay sharp.
Stay awake. Find your calling.
Push the frontier.
Achieve your dreams.
No speeding.
That's a happy plant.
That's the Bucky doll.
This is where the magic happens.
Speed rings, okay?
Coffee, 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 coffee.
Beer.
35.
Welcome to SIUE.
Welcome to SIU.
Welcome.
Can I get a quick photo?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to SIUE. Hey, welcome.
Welcome to SIUE.
Increased enrollment doesn't happen by accident. Our enrollment management staff and our deans were working very hard at a number of initiatives that helped us bring in that record freshman class and increases in other programs. These initiatives include expansion of direct admission options for highly competitive undergraduate programs, increasing the number of 2+2 agreements with our community colleges. We've remodeled the admissions office. They were frankly out of space. Go check it out in Rundleman Hall. We now have a much nicer facility to host our tour groups, our preview groups, groups of students and parents that come in every day year-round. We started a new program last fall where students reach out, current students reach out to prospective students. More than 13,000 student-to-students telecounseling calls were made last year. We have a new virtual tour. So you can see the campus and its buildings without leaving your home or office, and it features our own student body president as the virtual tour guide. Last year, we had new tuition rates approved for students from regional states. These new rates are available to newly entering freshmen, transfer students, and master's level students. Although the new rates have been in place for less than a year, they've already led to a significantly higher number of students from Missouri. With funding tied to performance, retention and student success are a campus priority. They're also state and national priorities. I'm very pleased to report that our first to second year retention rate is currently at about 73%, and that's up about 3% from a year ago. Our graduation rate remains at about 51%, which is typical for an institution of our size and profile, but it's clear we need to do more to increase that rate. Some of the initiatives that we've implemented over the past 12 months to help us improve retention and graduation rates include implementation of a 5th week freshman assessment, a caseload approach to advising, as well as academic advisors located in the freshman residence halls. We've created an online tuition and fee calculator so we can be more transparent about college costs. We've expanded our MapWorks assessment program to include all freshmen, whether they're on or off campus. And we've hired an honors program director to expand our honors program to help us attract and retain high-achieving students. We've also been involved in many efforts to attract and retain high-quality faculty and staff. Over the past 15 years, the number of faculty has increased by about 25% to keep pace with growing enrollment. The number of staff has increased by about 11%, again, to keep pace with growing enrollment. I'd like to conclude with some highlights from our marketing unit. I'm pleased to report that our marketing unit received 6 National Education Advertising Awards this year for the Me campaign, our new Mission, Vision, and Values brochure, for our Research and Creative Activities magazine, for our annual report, for our Study Abroad website, and for our total undergraduate recruitment package. We also received a lot of great feedback on the ads that we were able to run during the Winter Olympics. I'd like to show you one.
Check out my campus.
My major.
My major. My major.
My major.
This is my place.
My activities.
My friends.
My friends.
My friends.
My Friday night.
Now incoming Missouri students get in-state tuition at SIUE, so we saved more than 10 grand. Smart, huh? This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
This is me at SIUE. See how affordable excellence can be. Discover SIUE.
And finally, our marketing unit helped us to coordinate a new kind of convocation for our freshmen, complete with thousands of selfies, dancing, and tweets. By the end, and this was held in the Vidal Center, by the end of this event, SIUE was trending, going viral in both the St. Louis and Chicago markets. Thousands of selfies were posted during this event. So, in closing, you can see that we have a lot to be proud of. Enthusiastic students, dedicated faculty and staff members, high-quality programs and services. We accomplished a great deal last year, and it looks like 2014, 2015 will be another outstanding year as well. This concludes my formal remarks, but I would like to invite everyone over to the Goshen Lounge to take more selfies with President Dunn and the Vice Chancellors. Ken Neer and Nobi Emanuel asked me to do this. Refreshments will be served. Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great year.